Hello, and welcome to the Lucy Liu Show, the fueling station for your mind, business, and life. And now, here's your host, Lucy Liu.
Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another episode. In this very moment, I am sending you all the positive vibes you can possibly receive. You are also sending out a vibration. Whether you're aware of it or not, you are thinking about something. What are you sending out into creation? What are you sending out into your reality? Realize that what you are sending out is actively generating and attracting your reality right now. And that is the law of attraction. Today on the show, I have my dear friend and client, Michele Duhigg. Michele is a certified life coach specializing in mindset, law of attraction, and manifestation techniques. She works with high-achieving female professionals and business owners to find clarity and break down the barriers that are holding them back to live their best lives now. Your time is coming. It's about to happen for you and you can feel it. So many blessings are near. Keep believing, feel it, see it, be it, and watch your life change. Enjoy the conversation. Welcome to the show, Michele.
Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Tell the listeners a little about what you do.
I spent about 15 years in small business and corporate America, really helping business owners and executives develop and implement their business and marketing strategies. And it was a blessing in disguise that my last consulting firm I was with went through a restructuring and I was laid off. And immediately I knew that I did not want to work for someone else, that I wanted to go into business for myself. And that really started my journey becoming a life coach and really determining how it was that I could make an impact and help other women through a similar journey, and really just discovering who they were and what they wanted to do with their lives and how I could help them achieve that.
Awesome. I know we talked about this. We are both into the law of attraction, but in case if someone wasn't familiar with the law of attraction, give us an overview on what it is.
Yeah, so the law of attraction simply just states that everything is made of energy and that energy vibrates at different frequencies. So one of the ways that I like to describe it, because everyone has heard the term misery loves company, that if you are vibrating, at a very low level and you just kind of feel like everything is coming against you and woe is me, you're just going to continue to attract more of that, right? But the opposite is also true, that if you wake up with gratitude and are hopeful and know that you're going to have an amazing day and you're just excited for what's to come, you will attract more of that joy and excitement throughout your day and eventually throughout your life.
Absolutely. And how can we leverage the law of attraction in our lives, both personally and professionally?
Yeah, so that's the big thing, right? Is we kind of understand generally what this law of attraction is and maybe what it has done for some other people, but to really start implementing some of those strategies in our own life is a process, and it looks a little bit differently for everybody. So what I would typically recommend is to start with gratitude. And this is something actually that Lucy and I worked with when I had her as my coach months and months ago, was creating a joy list and really finding things that make you happy, that bring you joy in life, and making a point of doing more and more of that every day, right? Because the more excited you are, the more joyful you are about just your everyday life, the more you're going to attract that into your life. And then secondarily, it's really just taking the time to get to know yourself, who you are, what you want. Journaling is a really great way to do that and to flush out a lot of those feelings and emotions and thoughts that you're having, and really being able to glean some insight from those journal entries to understand what that looks like and where you want to go with your life. And then leveraging the law of attraction and being able to attract the things that you truly want into your life, you're not going to be able to do that without clarity. And so obviously journaling is a great way to start doing that. Then leveraging manifestation to really get you there, for me, is key. And for those of you who haven't heard manifestation before or aren't super clear on what that means, it simply just states, your beliefs drive your thoughts, which evoke an emotion, right? And then that emotion drives your action, and those actions ultimately get you a result. So in order to get the result you want, you have to make sure that your thoughts and your beliefs and your emotions and your actions are all aligned with that. Something that I've manifested in my own life, which, truthfully is a long list. It's amazing to think back, even before I truly understood the law of attraction or what manifestation was, I was already implementing it in my life to some extent. And that was really just through the use of vision boards and, taking some time to look at what I had up on my vision board and what I really wanted, and just thinking about how amazing that would be once I got it. And, some of those things are a new car, a new house, a new husband. I mean, those are pretty big things, right? And this is before I was really even studying the law of attraction or manifestation. So now, understanding some of those techniques and what the process really looks like, I'm in the business of my dreams, truly helping other women show up with confidence and get out of their own way to go after what they want in life. And that's something that I've always wanted and never knew how to do. So I'm super, super excited about, where my business is going, just generally where my life is going, and being able to even help my own children start believing in themselves and understanding how important it is to get to know yourself and what you want and just go after it and not be afraid of other people might say or what might get in your way, because at the end of the day, we have one life, right? So let's make it the absolute best that we can.
Absolutely. Manifesting has been big in my life as well. That's why I dedicated 2 previous episodes. If you listen to episode 4, it was Manifesting on Purpose with Amanda Rose. And I also did a solo episode on Designing Your Dream Life with Manifesting, which is episode number 5 on this show. So that shows how important it is. Can you give us another example how you have manifested something in your personal life?
Yeah, so similar to what I had talked about already, I think my house was a really, really great example of that. Back in 2015, I was actually going through a divorce, and my ex-husband and I decided just to split everything, sell off all of our assets, and start over. And so at the time, my 2 daughters and I moved into an apartment, which was the first apartment I had ever lived in, and I hated it. I just couldn't. Apartment living was not for me, and I definitely felt like, okay, I need to do something big to really change my life for myself and for my daughters. And immediately created a vision board that I had right next to my desk in my bedroom. So of course, your bedroom in an apartment is typically fairly small. So I could see that vision board from anywhere in my room. And on it, I had a beautiful house that I just dreamt of buying and moving into with my daughters, and really creating a great life for ourselves, and something that just kind of represented the next stage in life. And truthfully, it was not even 9 months that I was in that apartment that I found the house of my dreams. It was literally in the neighborhood that I always wanted to live in, close to my parents, close to my brother, had a pool, the kids were ecstatic, and I was so excited about it that I paid money to break my lease at my apartment and move into that dream home. And then literally about a year and a half later, I met my new husband and we bought our own dream home together. But it was the same process. I mean, it's just amazing how effective it truly is. And the key piece to me about manifesting something is sitting in that emotion and truly allowing that excitement and gratitude and joy and, just true awe of what it will be like to have that thing experience, whatever it is. And really focusing on that is what is absolutely going to drive you to make it happen.
I love it. Congratulations for everything you have manifested, and I manifest for you all the continued success and happiness. How about if someone wanted to manifest something in their business? Would the same thing work?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, again, it's really just taking the time to get clear on what it is that you want in your business. What does your ideal business look like a year from now, 3 years from now? And then really just working backwards to determine how are you going to make that happen, and again, keep in mind, are your beliefs aligned with your thoughts? Are those thoughts aligned with the emotion that you're going to have when that happens? And then are you taking the action that you need to get you there which would obviously result in the thing that you want for your business. So it's the exact same process, whether you're talking about your personal life or your business life. Obviously, we have so many examples in our own lives to show that it truly works.
Do you have a favorite quote that you go by to keep you motivated?
I do. It's kind of funny because I didn't really know much about Henry Ford for a long, long time. And ironically, my husband is a huge car guy. And for some reason, one day I was looking through some information about Henry Ford and just his life and how many challenges he had to overcome. And it's amazing to think back how many people told him the Model T could never happen, and how many people told him that his dreams for creating this kind of new industry within automotive was just impossible. And yet he's continued to persist and go after his dream. And one of the quotes that absolutely resonated with me is that when he said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." And that just really hit it on the head for me, because I believe mindset is key. Obviously, it's the foundation to everything that we do. And if you don't believe in yourself and you allow those self-limiting beliefs to hold you back, you're not going to accomplish the things that you're capable of. But if you do, and if you don't let people get in your way and you continue to push forward, going after your dreams, then you will absolutely make them happen.
Absolutely. I love that quote as well. And it's so true. Every single time I go on Wikipedia to check up someone's name, I'm like, wow, it absolutely just wows me what everyone has been through, because you don't see that. You don't see that behind the scenes stuff. You see everyone as overnight successes and their life is just good, right? People's always like, your life is good. No, there's always struggle. There's always stories. Everyone has stories, and it's up to you what you do with that.
Yeah, I don't think there's one successful person out there that didn't have multiple struggles to overcome, right? And that's what just makes us who we are. And we gain so much wisdom from it. We learn so much about ourselves and others and truly what we're made of when we're in the midst of those challenges. And it is always amazing just to see some of the greatest and most successful business people in the world, how many no's they heard and how much failure they experienced, and how oftentimes it wasn't even until later in life that they truly made it. And I think that that's such an inspirational thing for those of us who are in our journey of growing our business, because it's never too late. And if you're 50, 60 years old and you're in a job that you hate, or maybe you just got furloughed or you just got laid off because of all of this COVID stuff, I mean, now's the time. Go after it, do what you want to do, because life is short and you still have time. It's not too late.
Absolutely. The best time was always yesterday.
Yeah.
Anything exciting you have coming up, Michele?
Yes, I'm so excited to be launching my very first ever 6-week mastermind course. It's focused on new entrepreneurs. So kind of like what I was just saying, if you're in the corporate world, if you're working your 9 to 5 and you have this dream of launching your own business and working for yourself and having that time freedom that you've always wanted, then this would be an excellent opportunity to connect with other new entrepreneurs and really learn the steps that it takes to launch a successful business. I have some amazing experts lined up to talk to us about strategy and marketing and mindset and all of the things that you really need to understand before you are going to be able to truly launch a business that's going to get some traction and really start bringing in clients. And so I'm super excited about it.
Awesome, man. You were also a part of my mastermind group, the Joyful CEO Mastermind. What did you get the most out of that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, being a part of that mastermind was amazing. And I took away so many things, really just having that opportunity to connect with other ladies who were CEOs of their own business, some of which were still working their full-time job or were new in business or had been doing it for a while. It was really cool to see the different phases that we were in and how we could really help each other out through our different experiences and, knowledge and background. So that was awesome. Obviously, the experts that you brought in, Lucy, a couple of them I really, really resonated with. And, Amanda Rose, for example, that I met on your mastermind, I'm planning on having her be an expert on my mastermind. And I've taken advantage of a number of her courses that she has available. So it's just an awesome opportunity to connect and collaborate with people and just continue to grow and learn about who you are as a business person and a mom and all of it.
What would you say my coaching style is like?
Well, I think you say it that you're very nice and very joyful, but to the point. You're going to hold people accountable. And I think that's exactly what a coach needs to do. It's not about necessarily making someone feel good and encouraging them, although that is a part of it, but you ensure that there are takeaways from each call and that people are actually doing what they promise they're going to do, and you hold them accountable, and then you push them, because I think as a coach, you're really good at seeing potential in people and helping them reach that potential, and that's why you make such a great coach.
Thank you so much, Michele, and so are you. Tell us again, where can our listeners find you at?
Yeah, so my website is duhiggcoaching.com. I mainly hang out on Facebook at Michele Duhigg, but I'm also on LinkedIn and Instagram as well. So you can find me on all of those platforms at Michele Duhigg or Duhigg Coaching, and hopefully I can connect with some of you there.
Yay! I'll be sure to list the spelling and links in the show notes. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been awesome, Lucy. I appreciate it.
To all the beautiful souls listening, thank you for joining me on this episode of The Lucy Liu Show. When I'm not podcasting, I am coaching high-achieving women in life transitions, getting unstuck, kissing overwhelm goodbye, and living a more joyful and fulfilled life through strategic goal setting and mindset transformation. It would mean the world to me if you subscribe, rate, or share this with a friend. And don't forget to join me for the next episode. Remember, there is always a way, and more blessings are coming your way. For free resources and show notes, head over to lucylucoaching.com.